We've seen these iconic landmarks 1,000 times, but never quite like this. Images like these are now possible thanks to these unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, or what some people just call drones. Whatever you call them, they can now capture images from perspectives humans cannot. Meet your pilot.
It's a lot of fun, and with today's technology, with the GPS, it's incredibly easy to fly.
Josh Kunze is what's known as a hobbyist.
You know, about 3 years ago, I just kind of got into drones.
He's been perfecting his flying skills.
Basically, just telling the autopilot which way to go. It's holding its GPS position, and it's compensating for the wind.
And improving his photography skills.
You can get a lot of great shots, with a very small learning curve. As you can see here, the camera is perfectly stabilized, so if I'm up there and I'm hitting quite a lot of wind, everything's staying perfectly stable here. So I'm going to check my lights down here. So we're all green, so it has acquired a GPS signal, so it's safe to take off.
It's an evolution of technologies combining to create a whole new industry. All you need is a lightweight camera and a remote-controlled unmanned vehicle, and this is what you get.
Like anything, it takes a little practice, but it is about as easy as it looks.
You're just pointing it the direction you want to take, tilting the camera up and down.
Hobbyists like Kunze must follow suggested FAA rules to fly below 400 feet, stay within eyesight, and away from airports. And now, countless industries are seeing the potential to change how they do everything with help from above.
Real estate agents being the biggest. Farmers that want to kind of go out and fly over their land to see what areas need more water, what areas could use more fertilizer, and that's a big thing.
To be able to inspect a bridge above, below, and underneath it.
Mike Nelson teaches aviation at Lake Superior College.
Wildlife research. Packs of wolves, deer, moose populations, you could see them day or night.
Drones are already used in situations considered too hazardous for humans.
A phrase that's used a lot is the dull, dirty, dangerous missions. Let's put a RC where we won't put a person in harm's way.
Human life is at risk when workers have to inspect tall antenna towers or wind turbines or oil platforms. If there's a lost child, eyes in the sky can be almost immediate. In our region, they could be used to check ice conditions, track a forest fire and threatened property, or in 2012 to see how extensive our own flooding was.
Now, commercial use, that's more of a gray area. As of today, there's commercial use is prohibited by the FAA, so it's only open to hobbyists.
The FAA has put a big stop to most, if not all, commercial ventures until they can figure out how to solve a lot of concerns. One is public safety. This winter, Lake Made Beer tried to deliver beer out to ice fishermen on a frozen Minnesota lake. The FAA said no.
These things are capable of going a kilometer in the air, and I could see where the FAA wouldn't want people flying at those altitudes.
The FAA has okayed designated sites in 6 states to go ahead with testing to learn more about the promise and hazards of countless unmanned aircraft doing business overhead. And privacy concerns also abound. Could paparazzi types sneak up on unsuspecting celebrities? Could someone spy on you through an upstairs window? Should law enforcement be allowed to use drones? If so, should a search warrant be required before they do? This tempting technology and eager marketplace are growing faster than our laws.
Every time I talk to the FAA, they've been very, very cordial. I understand that their biggest interest is public safety, and I understand that.
This technology is bringing a new era in aviation. Drones are not just toys anymore, and they'll likely become a bigger part of our lives. So, ready or not, we have to wrestle with what it means to live in a world of drones. I'm Darren Danielson for Eyewitness News.
Push them together. Yep, let go. And again, you slowly lift up on that. So